Welcome everybody. What I'm going to show you in this post is how to find part of a whole, but it's different from my other post where we had to find part of a whole. And I'll show you why it's different. Alright, what we did in our previous post was we took our factor, our whole number factor here, and then we looked at the denominator and we decided that whatever this number here was, we were going to make, let's say, 4 equal groups because the denominator is 4. So we used 4 x's to represent the 4 groups that we were making, and we would add a certain amount of x's to get us our total. But the problem here is the 4 groups that we created is already more than our total of the whole number, which is 2. Alright, so we can't set up our models this way as we did with the other one. So let me show you how we would have to set this up. When this whole number is smaller than this denominator, what we need to do is we need to take that whole number and we're going to represent that whole number with rectangles, with boxes. Alright, so that 2 is going to be represented here with 2 boxes. And what we need to do is we need to look at the denominator and we need to divide these 2 boxes up so we create 4 boxes total. Well, I could figure out that if I put one line down the middle of that box, one line down the middle of this box, I've created now 4 boxes. Okay? The question is, what's 1/4 of 2? Well, from the 4 boxes that I created from the 2 boxes, in order to find 1/4, I would shade one of these boxes in, because this would represent 1 out of the 4 boxes that I made. But this one box that I created doesn't stand for 1/4, because this box right here, when I put this line down the middle, I created halves, because this half and this half equals this one whole box. So really I created 4 total halves. I filled in one box, which is really equal to 1/2. Let me show you another example. Here's 5/6 of 2. Okay, what we're finding is 5/6 of 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to represent 2 by making 2 boxes. And this denominator of 6 that I have here is going to tell me how I should divide these 2 boxes up. I need to divide these 2 boxes up so I have 6 equal boxes. Well, if I have 2 boxes and I need to create 6 boxes from there, well, I know that 6 divided by 2 is going to give me 3, so if there's 3 in this box and 3 in this box, I'm going to have 6 total boxes. I broke each of these boxes up into thirds. Now, the question is, what is 5/6 of the 2? Well, I'm going to shade in 5 of these boxes. But this 5 boxes that I shaded in aren't really 5/6, because I divided each one of these boxes into thirds. So really, what this equals is 5/3. Now we know from changing improper fractions to mixed numbers, we're not going to leave 5/3 as 5/3, we're going to change it into a mixed number. So I know that 3/3 is equal to 1 whole, and I know that I would have 2/3 left over. 5/3 is going to be equal to 1 2/3. 2/3 is in simplest form. Let me show you one more example. Okay, so now how would I model this? Well, I'm going to model this by making 5 boxes, because I'm multiplying 3/10 times 5. I'm going to find what 3/10 of 5 is equal to. Well, I have my 5 boxes here to represent the 5 wholes, and I'm going to take these 5 boxes and I'm going to break them into 10 equal parts. Well, what would I have to do to each one of these boxes to create 10 equal parts? I know that 10 divided by 5 would get me 2, so if I took each one of these boxes and divided them into 2 equal parts, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equal boxes. Alright, but even though we took these 5 separate boxes and broke them up and created 10 boxes, we broke it up into tenths, each individual box is not broken up into tenths. Each individual box is broken up into halves. Well, it asked me to shade 3 of the 10 boxes that I created. But like I said, the 3 of the 10 boxes that I created, it's really 3 halves that it represents. And we know 3 halves is equal as a mixed number to 1